Greetings everyone, well it's all here, welcome back to the battlefield, back to Iwo Jima, and today I'm doing a voice over this live commentary because sound was not that great. But today we're using a very special weapon. It's called the M3 infrared rifle for the sniper kit. If you guys want to be stealthy, if you guys want to be like ninja, if you guys want to be like super awesome in the battlefield, use this gun. I know some people call this gun like the worst gun in the game, and to a certain extent, yes, it could be. If you compare this, to some of the other amazing guns in the battlefield, yes, this could be one of the worst guns in the game. But that's not going to stop us from destroying the enemy and doing some serious damage. And what's most important, having a good time in the battlefield. So this is what we do. We win games, we have a good time, and that's it. So what is the downside of this gun? Okay, first things first, a huge scope. It's like blocks like a lot of your line of sight. It can be really annoying if you have a bunch of enemy coming at you, and it's very difficult to see, as you guys notice right there. Another thing, 16 rounds in the magazine. That will be another downside. Semi-auto, it's not fully auto, semi-auto, and I think this gun should be more for the assault class, but I don't know why they added to the sniper one. And it's got an infrared sniper, which kind of useless because everything is like daylight, so we're not taking any advantage, but it's fun. Hey, for me it's a challenge. Using these guns is a total challenge. Using these guns for me, it's just fun stuff. I have to play differently, and that's just fun. In the battlefield I've done everything. I've done guns with the LMGs, SMGs, pistol, whatever, we've done it all. So at this point it's just about going over some guns and just having a good time and just enjoying the battlefield in a different way. These guys don't even know what's going on. Fire rate is pretty insane. So for those of you who don't know this gun, this is the same M2 carbine from the assault. It's the same gun. The thing is just they just added the scope and the suppressor on it, and that's it. So it's basically the same gun. If you enjoy the M2 carbine, you're gonna love this one because it's the same gun. So why not use it? Range is pretty good, considering, as you guys see, all the skills. It's decent range. Fire rate is good. Once again, maybe the worst gun is because of the scope, kind of useless, and that's it. I could, you know what? I could make my peace with the 16 round magazine. As you see, we can destroy 2-3 guys, no problem. 4 if we have a decent accuracy, and that's it. So it's a fun gun to use. It's really good in the battlefield. I highly recommend it because it's fun. This is not my first time using it though. My first gameplay was Squad Conquest on Solomon Islands. If you guys want to see the gameplay, I will pin the video in the comments below if you guys want to check it out. It's a 12-minute video. Quick, total destruction, just how we do it over here in my channel. So anyways, talking about tactics, you guys know, if you watch my videos, you guys know what I like to do in this map, and if you haven't, then very simple. I like to stay or to stick around some of these like middle of the map flags. So the flags like C, D, and E are the ones that I like watch the most. If needed, I'll go to A, B, or F, some of the other flags as well. But for the most part, you're gonna get all your kills on or around these flags. So definitely stick around these areas. You can build ninja. You can just put your spawn beacon. You can use your flares, and you can help your team a lot, like we're trying to do over here. Spotting the enemy and just show them where they are, and hopefully the team just get the kills. I mean, we could go over there, but I don't feel like 100% confident with this gun at a close range, so I'm trying to avoid that. But I mean, we're gonna try a little bit. I mean, there's gonna be certain situations where you have no choice, but we're gonna try to do our best to kind of work around the weak areas of this gun and just pretty much enjoy the gameplay. So pretty fun stuff. And the pistols are so powerful in this game, let me tell you. But anyways, the idea also behind this commentary is maybe to help out new players as well. Since it's free on PlayStation Plus, there's a lot of new players in the battlefield, and that's great. That will keep the game alive. a little longer and more fun. And once people get used to the game and the mechanics and the guns, it's gonna be a fun times for everybody. And one thing that I see is people are just not, once again, not really playing the objectives. They kind of play safe. A lot of these new guys, not all of them, because some of these guys they do go for the win. Yeah, just looking for the easy way for the victory. You know, just stay in the back and kind of like just hang out in the tank or sniping. The idea is just to, you know, like learn to be somewhat aggressive, even though I'm not the greatest aggressive player in the game, but you know, I try to be aggressive towards the objective, you know, which is what gets me the kills in my game. You can pick any game in my playlist, Battlefield playlist, or even Battlefield 1, Battlefield 4, and I'm doing the same thing, you know, the same thing, same concept, and just play aggressive. I mean, unless I'm playing TDM, but hanging around the objectives, the flags, that's what's gonna get you the kills, and that's gonna get you the points, and that's what you get to be on top of the leaderboard. Most of the times, you know, like maybe sometimes another guy, you know, will be out there, but for the most part you'll be out there #1, and it's because of that, you know, not because you're pro, because we're not looking to be pros here or to be like the perfect or like do amazing things. We just win, you know, and for me that's amazing, you know, winning most of your games, if not all of your games. That's a huge accomplishment, you know, not just for you, but you know, for your team, for your squad mates. If you play with friends, you know, that's awesome. But it's always, you know, just to go, or the mentality just to go for the victory. So once again, we're focusing on these middle of the map flags, sorry, and we're just, you know, running back and forth. That's it. We have a pretty good lead, you know, we're comfortable, and that's one thing that I like to do. Just be aggressive at the beginning, like really aggressive at the beginning of the game. Capture as much flag as possible, and then you kind of slow down a little bit. You know, you take your time, you get the kills, you know, and then you get the map control, which I always talked about. And this is what we want. This, you know, you get the map control, and this allows you to move around freely around the map. If you die, then you have a bunch of flags to pick from what you want to spawn at, depending on, you know, where the enemy is at. So you pick the closest one and just keep getting the kills, and just go back and forth. And you know, that's the beauty of, you know, map control. And you can get map control with this gun as well, although it's not gonna be just you. You know, if you happen to have decent teammates, that's gonna help you out tremendously. I mean, regardless, you could be using the M1 Garand, you could be using I don't know, the STG-44 or any of these really good guns. But if you have a bad team, you know, it's gonna be a lot more difficult for you to, you know, just to get the victory. But with this gun, you know, as it's considered the worst gun in the game, you know, we can make it work. You know, we can do stuff about it. We can get the kills, capture some flags, and then again, you know, just win games, which is the most important thing. And one thing over here is like people don't really pay attention to what's going on in the map or around you, or they just don't listen. You know, people don't listen. We're gonna have a little situation which was pretty funny, and I took advantage of it, and it amazes me. Regardless, I mean, more experienced players, you know, you have to I don't want to say play differently, but you have to like be more careful, sometimes less aggressive, especially, you know, when they're on vehicles. And that's why, you know, lucky, you know, my teammates were using vehicles, or the enemy were not using that many vehicles, and so I didn't have to worry so much about these. But people not paying attention to the battlefield is something that I see a lot, and that causes them, you know, just to lose game, and do that a lot. And I don't know, it's just pretty strange in my opinion, you know, why people don't pay attention. Maybe they play with music, you know. I don't recommend that. I never did it. I will never do it, because I just get distracted, and I just want to know, I just want to hear what's going on, you know, in the battlefield. Well, the scope over here is like crazy. We just got like triple team here, but it doesn't really matter. We're good. We're winning. Okay, we're winning. So right about this time over here is where we're gonna focus on our deflag. You know, deflag defensive or offensive in this case. Sort of a gameplay, game style, trying to reach a deflag. I like to have as much as flags blue as possible. Look, just saw this guy around, actually walking around over here, trying to get a good spot. You gotta kill him, you know, gotta kill him, because his squad mates are gonna spawn on him, and then they will capture your flag, and then, you know, big trouble for your team. And look at this, range was pretty decent on this gun. So once again, if we kind of like gauge this gun based on this gameplay and my previous gameplay, you know, my first gameplay with this gun rather, you're gonna notice that it's not too terrible. In the right hands, you know, some of these guys, yes, they don't know what they're doing, but still, like, they're shooting at us. We're just trying to be like a little stealthy, but it's like too many of them though, too many of these guys, and we cannot handle reloading and running around from, like, look, it's like too many of these guys. Like, wow, we can kill them all. We get close though, or we can kill them all. So this is a part over here where these guys, they did not pay attention, they did not hear my spawn beacon, and I'm wondering over here live, like, okay, these guys don't know about it, let's try spawning. Usually somebody just waits around, you know, spawn, because I've done it, and when they respawn and kill them. But these guys did not do that, so there you go, 3 kills. So pay attention to what's going on in the battlefield. Listen, because you can hear the enemy spawn beacon, you know, around you. So listen. So that's, you know, a couple of 3 kills, nice and good. You know, I threw the flare just in case, you know, someone was prone, because they're hard to see. But hey, we managed to spawn right back here on D, get some kills, and just keep pushing. You know, you gotta push. You know, if you push, and if you try it, and it's all good for the battlefield. So this gun is not too terrible. It's not, I mean, it's not my favorite. Once again, I love the M2 carbine. It's pretty good, and this version of it, the recoil is not that insane. If you use the M2 carbine, which I'll be posting a gameplay with it, you'll notice, oh, it's a beast gameplay on Aerodrome. You guys are gonna love it. You're gonna notice the kick on that gun is insane, fully auto. It's pretty rough, you know. You cannot take any long range shots because it's just ridiculous, you know, medium to close range. But with this gun, semi-auto over here, with the suppressor, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. It's manageable. It's manageable just to get the kills at a decent range and still destroy the enemy. At this point, we just kind of like, or I'm looking like towards the E flag because they have it. So I'm kind of waiting for them to push towards the D flag, since we're capturing it. So that's what I'm looking at down the E flag, you know, area over here, just making sure they're not coming up. And that's it. You know, as always, you know, gotta get the flares ready, because that's what we do. But I love this gun, and this is very cool, because it feels like, I mean, of course it's a carbine, you know, so it feels using a carbine, right, minus the annoying, you know, giant scope. But you also have some of the perks from the recon kit, you know, the flares, which is pretty good, man. I love the flares. That was a good shot, that guy. Which is awesome, you know, to spot the enemy, you know, gotta love it. So I don't know, you got a little bit of both worlds with this gun, you know, semi-auto, beast, suppressed, you know, can't get better than that. But also you get the flares and you get the spawn beacon. So to me that's huge. And you know, these are the things I like to do, just trying to take advantage of what we have, you know, and just make it better. Okay, so we have this quote-unquote horrible gun, we got this pretty cool you know, sniper kit, and we got all this stuff. You know, how can we do, or how can we make this better, you know, this loader better? How can we make this gun works good, you know? So you just try things out. Maybe you don't like the flares, maybe you like something else, but this is what I like, and for me it works, you know, for my game style, for the stuff that I do in the battlefield, works. And I don't know, I just like it. You know, you could be saying, hey, yeah, this kind of terrible, I would never use it. Hey, that's fine. You know, people love things, hate things. I'm fine with that. I'm not telling you that you have to use this gun. I'm not telling you that you have to love it. I'm just saying, in my experience, you know, with all the guns, I have fun with this gun. You know, when I used it the first time, and when I use it now, it's just fun times in the battlefield, and it's pretty cool. People don't know where they're getting shot from. They're just like, I don't know what's going on. And all of a sudden they're dead, and they just watch the kill cam of this guy over here. And what is this gun, you know? So I like that. You know, I like the little element of surprise. It's always that I enjoy in the battlefield. Of course, if we had a map that was nighttime, it would be 10 times better, which I believe maybe that was the case at some point before they decided to, you know, stop doing updates for the game and whatnot. Maybe that was at some point, maybe like what they did with Battlefield 4, you know, the nighttime maps, maybe something like that. But yeah, I mean, the scope is kind of useless, you know. there's no advantage. You don't have any advantage at all. As a matter of fact, it's kind of annoying, you know, that grayish sort of tint. You can hardly see, but if you spot the enemies, you can see the little red thing. You can see them kind of easily once they spot it, and you know, just easy kills and just fun times in the battlefield. So once again, you don't have to love it. I just like to challenge myself. That's the truth. With guns, with whatever equipment, with everything, it's always fun times for me, and to try things differently. You know, it is so easy just to use the STG-44, which I love. You know, the M1 Garand, the Johnson, the Carabine, which is my favorite, and some of the other guns. The Sten, you know, it's pretty easy just to come to the battlefield and have decent gameplays with it. But from time to time, you know, this sort of challenge, it's good. It's good because keep my, alright, this is what I believe, like my skill level sharp. If I feel like I'm on a situation where like maybe I'm gonna get my butt kicked this time. You know, these guys, you know, they're using really good guns at long range or closer range, like an SMG. They're going to destroy me. But sometimes, you know, it's the opposite. Sometimes I ended up doing decent, and the team ended up getting the victory, and you know, that's what matters. So at this point, we're going to the beef. Like, we haven't been up here, you know, since the beginning of the game. So we're gonna come up here. We're gonna help the team out. We're gonna see what's up. You know, get more points, because we love points and we love kills and we love winning. All right, so that's the idea. Winning, it's good. I don't like losing, and I'm kind of competitive, but I just like winning, you know, or doing the best I can to help the team to achieve victory. This is what we do, and you know, with the help of all these guys, we're achieving that very easily. So as you see, this gun is not so terrible. At least in my opinion, it's not so terrible, not the greatest, but hey, it can be done. You can have a good gaming session with these guns, and let me know if you want to see more gameplay with this thing, because I wouldn't mind using it again on another map. So let me know in the comments below if you guys use this gun, if you guys like it. What are your thoughts, you know, with the M3 infrared and beast with the giant and annoying scope. So yeah, that's one thing. I mean, this gun will be 10 times better if we will be able to customize it, but there's nothing. You cannot do any customization on these guns, just like you do with the other ones. At least, you know, iron sight will be something that I will be using, but no, you can do any iron sights or any other sights, just this scope, and that's it. So that's why you probably don't see it in the battlefield, and probably won't see it. But people like myself, you know, from time to time, you know, go back to these less used weapons and try to have a good time, and see, it's just fun times, you know. Nothing wrong with that. It's all good in the battlefield. So we had a really good map control, you know. Now it's just, you know, going back and forth, having a good time. And you know, this gun, I think I got stuck over here with the rock at some point. I'm trying to set the team over here. Lucky, you know, nothing happened. I think I was trying to move and I got stuck with the rock. We're gonna get a couple of kills here. I don't know why I decided to go up in these rocks or like this area. I'm like, I cannot do anything against a tank. But I'd be like, you know, like really exposed, and that's not gonna help us like at all. But hey, we're all over the place, and the range once again is not so crazy on this gun. But I mean, it's not so bad. I'm sorry, it's not so bad, the range. Oh, I think I stopped firing because I thought that guy was dead. But you know, that was my bad, and I got stuck with the rock. I know that's what happened. But I mean, it's not so terrible. Not so terrible. Not the greatest, but not so terrible. So hey, the game is, you know, about what, 3 years old or something like that. If you haven't used this gun just for fun, you know, just use it. And if you have used this gun, then you know what I'm talking about. It's not so terrible. Not the greatest, but not so terrible. And you know, I love it. So that guy died pretty quick. Maybe he was hurt. But once again, the range of this gun with the suppressor is really impressive. Believe it or not, it's really impressive. I like it. You know, I like it a lot. So I'm not gonna lie. I like that stuff. You know, good fire rate. So hey, what's better than that? If we could just get rid of the scope, man, this thing will be probably one of the most used guns in the battlefield. This guy, he's like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. No sir. No sir. No sir. But I would think if you can get rid of the scope, this gun will be one of the most used guns in the battlefield. Everybody will be like, you know, a ghost, and that will be pretty awesome, man. So, but like I said, sadly we cannot do any sort of customization on this gun, which it is a shame. It's a shame. Like, so much potential to have fun with this gun with different scopes, you know, sights and whatnot. So, but I mean, the game is slowly coming to an end. Like, really good stuff in my opinion. I don't know what do you think of this, but I like the gun, I like the team. These guys are great, you know, had a good time in the battlefield. I gotta love Iwo Jima, my favorite map, or one of my favorite maps in the game. It's really awesome. Like, it allows you to play like really good. I don't know, I just feel like comfortable with the map layout here, the ways things are I don't know, like the way they did this map I think is awesome, and I like it a lot. I don't know, it's just like, it just feels like so comfortable, such a well done map, and I just enjoy every time I play. Like, pistol is so powerful, like I die so quick. I don't know what's going on, maybe it's my latency or something, but I feel like I die so quick, and some of these guys don't die, you know, that quick. But I don't know, but we still destroy these guys, man. Had a great time, get a great team, you know. So shout out to all these randoms. These guys did good. We're trying to help out the squad mate over here. They did good. They played the objective, which is really, really important, you know, play the objective. And once again, that's how you get the kills. Or that's how I get my kills. You know, no need to just stay on the outskirts of the map just waiting for someone to walk by or an easy kill. You know, we just look for them, we defend the flags, we go for the victory, we look for the kills. So what's not to like? Everything is good, so everybody's happy. You know, we win, we get the most kills, you know, top of the leaderboard, team wins, and awesome, you know, a nice and easy victory. So gotta love it. So if you haven't used the M3 infrared, I highly recommend it, just for fun, give it a try, a couple of games, you know, and you'll love it. You'll love this gun, and you'll see, you'll find your way. Like, at first you may be like, okay, I don't know how I'm gonna use this gun. Am I gonna be aggressive and be a little defensive? Maybe, you know, a mix in between. But once you find your groove with this gun, you're gonna be unstoppable. I know you're good at the game, so I have faith in you. So anyways, thanks for watching. Final score is 35-4. My name is Wild Charlie. If you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And you can look forward to more gameplays, M2 carbine coming soon, and more shotguns. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Right? Thanks for watching. Later.